Prime Day is here. It has officially begun. Filling up the car quick. Price of gas $3.89. Dropped a little bit. You can see all the prices here, the real-time prices. Decided to pop in and grab a coffee at Quick Trip today. Was a reason. Not just the, you know, $1.99 for 20 ounce, not bad. I am trying to do, you know, the more local thing, but I needed this cup to kind of balance things out, and I'll explain in just a second. Welcome to today's video. As of recording of this Tuesday, July 8th, the beginning of Prime Day, Prime Deal Days, Prime Week. It's the 8th, the 9th, the 10th, the 11th. We'll just call it Prime Week. Prime Time, wearing my Atlanta Falcon shirt, kind of a throwback to Deion Sanders. Prime Time has begun. Had to balance it out with the coffee, hence why we went to Quick Trips, knowing that I would get my Green Bay Packer coffee. I gotta turn it here. Just wanted to show off the G. Little NFC rivals here. Kind of spinning this in my hand. Big news from At Games. Also, buy stuff arcades. But there is something that I wanna share with everybody before we get into Prime Day. And there was a bunch of great things happening. I want to throw this out there. The thing with Amazon is some of the prices change constantly. It's just like waking up those days looking at Arcade 1-Up deals, that things change. So if you don't see something, or if you saw something, it will be back. Today's just the first day. I found out earlier today that Patman QC, who I did have the pleasure to meet, to hang out with, along with his best friend Steve, passed away yesterday. Prayers go out to his wife, to his kids. I completely missed this posting yesterday. Classic Adam West sitting in front of an arcade machine, a cabinet. Just want to share the channel. Prayers, good vibes go a long way with Patman's family and friends. I'm sure Steve will still be monitoring the channel, so if you could support the channel any way you can. Just wanted to start off with just thinking about Patman, thinking about Patrick. And a big shout out to James Hates Everything for posting. Patman passed away, Patrick, yesterday, and I completely missed the posting from his friend Steve. I'm glad I saw this from James. I would have found out. I wouldn't have known yet. So just want to share with everybody. You know, Patman had a great following. He was a great man. So just thinking about Patman, prayers, they go a long way. So just wanted to start off the video with this. First time I ever was in contact with Patrick. A couple of years ago at the Midwest Gaming Classic, he messaged me and asked if he could use some of my footage. I said, yeah, that'd be great. Referenced me in a few of his videos. Knew that he was going to Galloping Ghost with his best friend Steve, and that's when I went. The only time that I've been to Galloping Ghost so far. So whenever I come back to Galloping Ghost, I'll always think about hanging out with Steve and Patrick. Play some Killer Instinct, Narc, the special level that only Galloping Ghost has. They were doing a video, I was doing a video. It was a cool time. My friend Skids was there, his daughter Lauren, and we all just hung out. It was pretty special. And I thought there'd be many more of those, but that was it. That was the only time I got to spend with them. Kind of a rough year. Been in and out of the hospital, and unfortunately Patrick passed away. So just wanted to share my experience with him. It's a salty toad once in arcade. Also the National Day for Video Games, and you know the funny thing about that is I go on usually I'll look, you know, what National Day is it, and just kind of go off it. Sometimes there's something good, sometimes not so much. This did not show up. So the site that I look at this did not say anything about National Video Game Day. but a good friend of mine, another good friend, posted something, or I would have not known about this either. Friend Quarterdeck Arcade, I'll have a link in the description. Please give Pete a sub. Happy National Video Game Day. Play those games, folks. He's got his Tron showing off his 80s cabinets here. You have a Tempest, a Tron, a Joust. I know he did the monitor switches on those, so you get Tron just in all its glory. National Video Game Day. National Video Game Day is celebrated on July 8th. It's a day dedicated to celebrating the history and impact of video games. From early experimental games to modern virtual reality, which is huge right now, obviously. Experience, while another date, September 12th, is also sometimes recognized as National Video Game Day. So maybe that's why it wasn't coming up on the site I usually look at, but July 8th is the date that most consistently associate with this holiday. I think Patman would be proud of National Video Game Day. A lot of videos that Patman would do would be the history of Battletoads, the history of Pac-Man, the history of Narc. So he's got a ton of videos out there. I will have a link in the description. I'm sure you've seen them. Always great videos to just, you know, sit back, chill, and just watch. Just did an incredible job along with Steve, and any bit will help. So I urge everybody to stop over, check out Patman QC's channel if you haven't. I'm sure you have, and watch some videos. I've been getting a lot of messages about deals going on with Prime Day. Everyone's just running around. Now, I won't be able to go over everything. I'm sure most of you have been glued to your tablets, computers, smartphones, and checked out a lot of things. You know, we all have things we're looking for, and there's plenty of them. It's just, can you find them? Can you get to them before Amazon changes the price or they sell out? So I am on the hunt for a few things. We all know what these are. I have not struck gold yet, but today is the first day. But there were some great deals I'll share with you. Kind of ironic thing about the start of Prime Day. I'm calling it Prime Week. I mean, it's almost a week. We'll call it Prime Day. The funny thing, ironic thing about Prime Day is I have an Amazon return. Also, Cyber Day is going on at Kohl's. Looks like they are offering Kohl's Cash. I was just informed that the Amazon has moved, so I selected this location. Gonna head this way. So it's a huge shopping week. It started off with Circle Week, and then Prime Day, now Cyber Deal Days. I'm sure that probably kicked off yesterday. It's either Sunday or yesterday, and I know Walmart's offering something, but there's so much to do. There's if we can't find anything to spend our hard-earned money for, then we're just not trying enough or hard enough. Also, you get the 15% off when you make the Amazon return. Forgot all about the Cyber Deal Days. Gonna have to act fast if you want to get in on the Cyber Deal Days. It ends on the 10th. With Kohl's Cash, earn 10 for every 50. You know, today being the 8th, so 2 days for watching this video. Take advantage of getting something from Kohl's. I was thinking about getting a big purchase and then getting the Kohl's Cash. And then I saw that Kohl's Cash was ending, but now it's started again because of the Cyber Deal Days. So it's a good thing, good time to grab something if there's something you want to get. Now, I just kind of always state that about Kohl's. Don't just get something for the Kohl's Cash, but get it if there's something justifiable. If there's something, if I was going to buy like a vacuum cleaner, get a big lump sum of Kohl's Cash, what could I spend that on? So that kind of thing. Now there is one Arcade 1-Up deal happening at Amazon. You may have seen an email come through from Arcade 1-Up, $100 off the Infinity Game Board. Now it's still $100 too much. This, in my opinion, is a $299 tablet, but it's $399 right now through Amazon. You know, it's nice to see that Arcade 1-Up is still, you know, in the mix. Yeah, you head over to Amazon and shop now. We're trying, and Yeah, you can see $399, $100 off for this very tablet. So that's probably the best, probably the only arcade 1-up deal going on right now, but I just wanted to point it out. One of the reasons why I wanted to make my return is because it's Prime Week, Prime Day. I'm gonna keep screwing that up, and things that, you know, I would usually get or would get are cheaper right now. So it's a good time. Anything, even if it's not, you know, if you're not finding a Nintendo Switch game or a PlayStation 5. I have not found a PlayStation 5. However, there has been an incredible deal on the PlayStation 5s, but it's anything else on Amazon, and I'm sure you've been all over it. I mean, who wouldn't? Ton of things, but yeah, even if it's like $2 off, it's still cheaper. So plus you might get extra points, you know, if you're a Prime member, and you know, all that stuff. Deal earlier this morning, and when I got this was probably, you know, I looked at it about 5 a.m. and this was probably happening at about 2 a.m. this morning. $317 on a PlayStation 5. It is, you know, used. It's the whole renewed Amazon thing, but $317 is not a, basically, you know, seeing the same thing was about $399, maybe $429. So $317. It's not like these sold out, so maybe this will come back, but just pointed out this was the best PlayStation 5 deal yet. There is something that I wanted to get from Target, because Circle Week is going on, and we talked about this yesterday, but I found a store that actually had something in stock, so I decided to stop at this one. So I picked up Splatoon 3. I came here for a reason. There was 2 copies left. I actually thought I was going to get the one where you could see on the display. There's actually one way in the back. The gentleman came here, unlocked it, so I picked this up for $39.99, just 41 and change after taxes. So kind of opted for, you know, get the physical, and knowing that this store had it, I kind of led that. I was going to pick this up yesterday's video, but I was saving the real deal, the real thing. Instead of having it shipped to me, you know me, I just like to pick it up. So yeah, somebody will get that last one, but if I would have went like that, I would have saw that this was sitting there. So yeah, I'm excited to get this. I'm gonna give a shout out to Carl for throwing this one out there, going, hey, check this game out. You know, Peg Shim thought this was a classic because it's not the same old Mario or Zelda or Donkey Kong. No, we'll get Donkey Kong, but maybe check this out on Saturday. We'll see. We got a lot of games to check out, but maybe just kind of jump into one and then another. But just wanted to show off my new game. Also, the Cowabunga Collection digital for $14.99, $15.99. Well, you know, $15 ends tomorrow, so you have all day tomorrow. Other sales are going until the 12th, so some end a little bit sooner. So if you don't have Cowabunga Collection, you want to get it digital. I think I have the physical, but I have Shredder's Revenge digital, so it's kind of a, you know, a mixture of each. Nothing wrong with digital, especially when you're getting a deal on it. So yeah, just throwing it out there. You have 24 hours to pick that up. I gotta ask them too about this. Like, you know what? I probably don't even have a spot for this, but maybe I'll just let this one go. If anyone's interested in you know, getting the bar top, the fact that Walmart has, like, what, the Pac-Man now? We'll have to see that. It looks like there's like a big arcade one up on the side, but it looks just like this, but it's Pac-Man. We'll have to find it, but I don't see that sticking around. I came back over here because there was something else. There was another sale. I don't know if they have it here. Let me walk around. There was a $329 Batman bundle on Amazon. I think stores are doing it too. So I think you get Batman, you get the meta, and you know, usually maybe $4.99. Maybe it's, you know, maybe that's the same one. I'll have to look, but just want to throw it out there because we were here. There is a sale going on with the VR. But whether it's Xbox or PlayStation 5, the decision continues. So nothing today. But we're getting there. You go to so many Targets that it's like, was I here or was I at the other one? I was at the other one because You know, they have Robin. They have the same. There's Jay Garrett. There's the Adam and Metamorpho. He's at every Target we go to. Just Jim is hanging around here. There's some clearance on the. This was kind of a newer. Oops! Wow, I really came off of that. Kind of a newer line where they had, you know, you had the Dakin, and then we, you know, Banshee, and then Adam Warlock, Ram. I don't know if I saw him anywhere, but fairly new and already marked down 30%. So pretty much everything going until the 12th, except for the Cowabunga collection. That digital sale again ends the 9th. So as a recording of this, you're watching the video, but all day until, you know, the wee hours of the night when, I don't know, would they really take that sale off? I think there's a sale going on Nintendo eStore as well. So everything we're probably seeing is probably the same price at Nintendo. It's just all going to be digital. Rent a fence. Never heard of rent a fence. Yeah, you can rent fences. I wonder if they're putting like a store right in the middle. It's weird. Unless they're renovating. Maybe fixing the sign. Interesting. You know, there's this construction popping up everywhere. They were doing something to this the last time we were here. We went to the Mega Media Exchange. So yeah, I wonder what's happening here now. Stopping at Best Buy, see what kind of deals they're having, and maybe they'll show a little bit of that MetaQuest. I think the $329 bundle. Oh, out of stock, but it is Black Friday in July at Best Buy. Forgot all about Black Friday in July. Didn't even process that. No wonder all this stuff is happening since the days of this reaction is real. You're not gonna believe this. Shaq is here, but we have a different Shaq. I'm just stunned. Not only forgetting about Black Friday in July, back when we were shopping for Arcade 1-Up, looking for deals. That was the big time. Like, what deals are gonna be? Now it's the Infinity Game Board and Shaq. Oh my gosh, I don't know how I feel about this, Shaq. He says he's number one. I dropped the ball on where did that other side. You know what? We would have to go on a scavenger hunt at other Best Buys. He is still here. Shaq, you look different. Oh my gosh. What the heck is going on here? When did this happen? You take a day off from coming to Best Buy, you miss a beat, and Shaq completely changes. Completely different Shaquille O'Neal. Okay, so there are a few marked down PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, pretty much PlayStation 5. And I don't see any. I see one right here. Okay, yeah, this is kind of the joke is, how many times is Phil gonna grab this until they're sold out? This is $24.99. And Shaq has changed. This is on sale. That's a Nintendo Switch 2. I saw not Spider-Man 2, maybe it was Spider-Man 2. Was it the Miles Morales? One of them was on sale for today, like today only. I think it was Target. I gotta get out my Circle app. When you go to the big deal of the day, and then you kind of get a preview of what's to come. Yeah, okay, this was Spider-Man, $39.99, but just today only. So everything's like Amazon changing their prices and Target doing just daily deals. Oh my gosh! But kind of a look ahead at what's going to happen. 7-10, 7-11, and then the hack, which I kind of hinted at yesterday. You get 10% off of gift cards. So let's say I was going to buy a PlayStation 5, and they were doing a sale. Like I pushed myself or whatever, it's something big. If I got $100 gift card, I paid $90, so you get the 10% off. So it's kind of a hack to save $10, or just grocery shopping. So that's like the big incentive coming up, because everything else is just kind of 30%, unless they have something special like Spider-Man on the daily deal. Well, at least NBA Jam is still here for now. Gosh, you know what? I never. Yeah, look at have we ever lit this up? Some things aren't going to change, but Shaq did. See, a really good spin would be like drop this like 10%, 5%, something. You know, it's just an incentive. It's Black Friday in July. You would think that everything at Best Buy would have, you know, a sale price on it. So, you know, they're kind of just throwing in that switch too. Like, it's the same thing though. Just gonna have to watch for something like this. Watch for the sales. Watch for like when Switch 2 is in stock again. And then pay attention to Amazon. You know, the next couple of days, have a plan, have an idea of what you're looking for, and don't just impulse because, you know, Leonardo's on sale or something. I give an update on At Games. We were supposed to get a new pinball pack tomorrow, Honor and Legacy for the 9th, and that has been pushed back. They're gonna keep us posted and let us know when this is gonna become available. But this is it 5 or 15? $15, okay. $15 pack has been pushed back a little bit, postponed. With that purchase I just made on Splatoon 3, got a 3-month free trial of Apple Arcade from Target. Also, Buy Stuff Arcades is making home versions now of their Sprint series, of their off-road. No longer will they just have that full-size cabinet. This is something that will blend in with those arcade one-ups. Designs are coming along. Which is going to be most popular? Which one? You know, I like both of them. I love the off-road just because it's just such nostalgia. You know, when I was a kid seeing it, but I do like the Super Sprint too. I love the colors. So, Buy Stuff is working on new designs, and that's gonna do it for today. I'm just stunned with Shaq. The best part about doing videos and just, you know, having an idea that, you know, it's Prime Day, it's prime time, it's Deion Sanders, Atlanta Falcons, Circle Days, Black Friday in July. And then when we come across Shaq, and it's like, holy smokes. When I was waiting for a representative at Target to help me out in electronics, I noticed that one of the, not Nikon, the Canon cameras was $100 off. And it was something that I recently, yeah, it was this one right here. So the prices have went up, and $749 is what they used to be. That is the sale. Best Buy is honoring this. I had this very camera. The difference between this and this is the screen comes out that way. On this one it doesn't. So this is a lot better. You know, if you're gonna do a vlog like we're doing now, you can see yourself, and that's similar what I have, what I'm using right now. So this wasn't the best bet. I should have just got something like that. Probably would have still kept it, but you can see I got cheap. I want to thank everybody for watching. We'll see you guys next time. Have an idea of, you know, what you're on the hunt for. I am continuing the PlayStation 5, the Xbox. I don't necessarily have to get it today or this week. You know, if I could sell a few more things and just pay cash for it, fine. I would have picked up the PlayStation 5 for $319, $317. If it would have been available when I saw it at like 5:30, 6 a.m. this morning, totally would have got it. I want to thank MG for sending me that link. I want to thank everybody for watching. See you guys tomorrow. This is going to take some getting used to, Shaq. I feel like we have a whole new, different relationship going now, which could be good. Maybe we needed a change. How do you feel about Black Friday in July at Best Buy? That says it all. Okay, he hasn't completely left us yet, so we still have this one. Don't leave us, Shaq. No more scares. You know, I'm not good with changes. It takes me a little bit to get used to things, so hopefully you'll still be here the next time we stop by. Don't go anywhere. We didn't really show a lot of the Amazon. There's just so many other things happening, but yeah, there's a ton of ton of things, and I'm surprised that there's not more deals on like PlayStation 5, but you know, throughout the next couple of days. I didn't expect anything on Xbox, but you know, I'm still in the hunt for like a mini fridge. Not really a great deal yet, but of course when back to school starts, with college, that might be the time to get that. But I'm surprised nothing on the PlayStation 5, but that could all change. Just have to keep an eye on it. Along with Splatoon 3, something arrived today. I know nothing about the PC build other than Buy Stuff's. Yeah, I think there's 2 videos they have on it. This has some weight, so I'm not sure. I'm gonna get Loki to check it out, but I'm not gonna open it yet. I promise. The next couple of days we will check this out. So I don't know what's all in here, but there is some weight. And it's a PC build, so I'm gonna send back my game box, get a $50 credit, probably get it like maybe replacement monitor for the iArcade or the riser for Fast and Furious. So I haven't decided yet, but it will be we're losing the accuracy. There we go. It will be a busy couple of days here. So along with all the spending money, this came. So if you order the PC build, it will ship. It just took a little bit, but I can understand why. There's basically a PC in here.